All right. Oh, one sec. There we go. Maybe. All right. Well, I'm gonna get this out of the way here. Um, this I finally got over my sickness. So, oh, that was just stupid. Anyway, um, like I could not. My nose would not stop dripping. It was just insanity. Don't get sick, guys. So, um, this is my ZTE Maven review, or Maven. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Maven. Anyway, um, the AT&T phone that I had gotten, Go phone. I have sold it already. I sold it while I was sick. Oh, before I could put out this review. But now that I'm feeling a lot better, I'm able to actually speak, and hopefully you can hear me, because otherwise this is going to be just ridiculous. Um, anyway, first thing, if you want me to have or to put out more videos, reviews, unboxings, specific specific products that you want to see more of, um, and you want me to do them faster for you guys, because I know that a few of you wanted this review out. Um, Support me on Patreon. Become a patron. It's Patreon, patreon.com/, just the backslash, and then Mr. Penriquez, just like my channel is, capital M, then lowercase r, and then capital P, and then lowercase ENRIQUEZ. And if you pledge $10 a month, you get access to, or you'll get special, you'll be able to actually, request videos from me and stuff like that, and you'll get special, videos that not everybody will be able to see, and also, um, you will get access to an online kind of, it's a kind of like a store of mine that also has discounts for other stores such as Starbucks, Kmart, Sears, Target, all sorts of crazy stuff. Pretty awesome deals, along with motels like the Choice Motels and the Wyndham, like the Wingate and all that stuff. Um, all sorts of great deals. So become a patron. $10 a month gets you all that. Um, anyway, so I'll stop talking about that and get to the review, which I know is what you guys really want to see, because I've already wasted 3.5 minutes doing that spiel. So anyway, but yeah, I'll give you the link in the description. Um, okay, so first off, I'll start with hardware. The hardware, I'll start with the battery. Battery life was quite decent. It was about the same as what I'd get in the Moto E, which was approximately about the same, a similar phone in a lot of ways. Running, 5.2, I think that's what it was running, or 5.1, sorry. Anyway, running, that version of Lollipop, which was pretty good. Um, I seriously use a phone. I mean, I use a phone for my online businesses, for, you know, uploading to YouTube, for watching YouTube videos, for all sorts of things. So, um, so I really use a phone to its best, abilities, and it kept up pretty well. Um, the and so it kept its charge for hours, and like I said, I use it pretty heavily. So anyway, Um, then the someone was confused over here. Um, the screen is definitely not the sharpest, but for the price, it's pretty good. And I mean, yeah, it's not even the sharpest for probably what you could get on like online, or something like that. But for a brand new phone that's for you, only, it's pretty nice. It's not bad. It's decent. Um, the speaker is pretty nice, especially with the Dolby equalizer that comes with the phone. So it's got a Dolby kind of equalizer. So um, you can set it to be like movies or TV shows, or movies and TV shows. Sorry, videos. You could set it to music. You could set it to regular, whatever, and it works pretty well. So sound quality of the speaker was pretty nice. It was definitely loud, um, and even though it was on the back, and it was uh, pretty decent. So it's not bad. Um, the earpiece is nice quality to hear calls from. So, when you need that, it's pretty nice. The camera quality is not bad, but if you tap on the back, you can hear the flash, the LED flash, um, move a little. Kind of like a ching, kind of like a clanking sound, like a clanging sound. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, you'll sometimes hear that. So, at least the one that I had. So, hopefully, you get a better one than that. Okay, move on to software. Like I said, it's running Lollipop like 5.1 or something like that. So it's pretty new software on it. Um, and it's pretty smooth. So it's pretty decent. It's a lot smoother than 5.0. So and the buttons are hardware, like they're not hardware like they're not like buttons that you press, but they're capacitive on the bottom, off the screen, which I always like those because you actually get the full screen. You don't just get so the buttons worked well, um, although I guess that would have gone into hardware, but the Dolby sound equalizer, is nice to have on this phone, and it works really well, especially when you have earphones in. So it's really nice. And of course, better earphones make it better. So I prefer. I've actually fallen kind of, I guess you could say, in love. No, I'm just kidding. No, I've really gotten used to and spoiled with the JLab earphones. I've I've tried Skull Candy, and they were pretty nice. I even have a pair, but they're not quite as good to me as JLab's ones, and they have great bass, but also um, fantastic vocals, and I mean you can hear each drum beat is like you could hear it like tap, instead of just like kind of. It's hard to explain. Anyway, so yeah, better earphones make it for better quality. Uh, and there is quite a bit of bloatware, or boatware. I mean, if it could wear a boat, I don't know. But there's quite a bit of bloatware from AT&T, which of course takes away memory. So it doesn't have as much memory as some other phones out there with the same, memory and whatnot. Um, so, and you take that as it is. It has AT&T, like the TV stuff and the radio and all that craziness. So, if you're into AT&T's, uh, if you're into AT&T's universe, kind of apps and stuff, you won't mind it. But if you want to download Hulu and Netflix and whatever other streaming ones, and Dailymotion and all that stuff, um, it's going to be harder because there's less memory on it for you to use and play around with. So, take that as it is. It's not going to hinder your video recording or anything like that because you can always use your micro SD card. But, for certain things, it may be too much. So, anyway, and for my rating, I'm going to say that I give this a 7 out of 10. If there was no bloatware, I would give it, the bloatware really didn't do too much to me, but I know it does hinder a lot of people's use because of the fact that the memory is not perfect. It's not as much memory as it could be on the phone. So, bloatware and mostly no clanging of the LED flash. If there was none of that problem with the flash, I would give it an 8 out of 10. But I give it a 7 out of 10 for my final score. So, anyway, thanks again for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and becoming a patron if you want to have more say in what goes on and whatnot. And the more patrons I have, the better I'll be able to actually get content out that will look better, be better, everything like that. I'll be able to get things to use for better content. So, and I'll have that link in the video description down below. So, thanks again, and just remember to be yourself. All right.